Hi guys, how are you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, and I'm here to do my monthly prediction videos for all the 12 signs like always. And since we are pretty much on the threshold of May and June, this obviously the reading that I'm going to be doing is going to be for the month of June 2020. And it's a time of big change, transition. Many countries, many states are opening up, or rather I would say reopening. So some there's all kinds of news, information, and politics. And while I don't want to kind of get into that in this reading, what I would like you to know is that all these things are around us when lots of changes are in the air. So I chose my best decks, so to speak. I will be using the Rana George Lenormand to do the general reading, okay, and I'll be using the Morgan Greer Tarot to do the work part of the reading. So it will deal with your professional life, and the Light Seers Tarot is going to be used for the relationships reading. And bear in mind, relationships is all the relationships, including but not limited to the romantic relationships in your life. Okay, so whatever relationships show up at that time and are important at that time, they will show up. So that's how I'm going to be doing this reading. As always, look for both your sun sign and the moon sign and combine that guidance so you get the best of both worlds, so to speak, as best of a personalized reading as you want. And if you still want an even more personalized reading, you want to see how things are going to work out for you with all these things changing around you and everything, go right ahead and book a reading. All the links are in the description of this video, so totally go check that out. And yep, I guess I will go pull my cards and I will see you in a little bit. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, your tarot blogger, deck and book reviewer, and maker of these awesome videos on YouTube. I'm also a tarot card reader and mentor, and an author of this awesome book on tarot, which is available on Amazon, both paperback and Kindle, all over the world. Now, all of these links and more are in the description, so do check that out. And at the end of this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more such awesome tarot videos. Alrighty, so let's see what June 2020 has in store for the air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So first up, we have Gemini. Gemini, your general reading is as follows. You have Tomb or Grave, whatever you want to call it, Tomb, Bouquet, and Key. This is very, very interesting because your general reading, the first card is Tomb, which is all about an ending, right? But this ending actually leads to something beautiful, something nice, something good, which will actually become super important. So, whatever has ended in your life right now, whatever is over, done with, finished, right? Because this is the general reading. So, any area of your life, any aspect of your life, any phase of your life, any cycle of your life, any pattern of your life, anything that has reached an end, that is over and done with. Don't spend time regretting or crying over it, because this ending is beautiful, because this ending is something that is going to bring something lovely into your life. Because this is, if this was at the end of the line, it would be a different story. If this is starting at the beginning of the line, I'm telling you, this ending, or even sometimes, because we're looking at this tomb card as an in a general way, even this whole feeling of being boxed in, that can also come in with the coffin or tomb card, right? So whatever it is, it's over, it's getting over, it's changing, things are going to become a little bit better, a lot better, I would say. A lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of beauty. And this is important, this is the key. Okay, key is something that locks, unlocks, it becomes important or brings the importance into the story. So coming out of this ending with a more positive frame of mind will act is important, because that will unlock the key to joy and success in your life moving forward. So important, remember that, don't linger over endings, let them go, because that is going to be something interesting. Now let's look at the relationship part of your reading. You get, let me try and see if I'm fitting it properly in the frame. You get the Two of Pentacles reversed, you get the Knight of Wands reversed, and you also get the Queen of Swords reversed. This is interesting. So I have a feeling, again, this is related to relationships, this ending. Okay, because Two of Pentacles, all these three cards, first of all, they're reversed, right? So that big blockage indication, or definitely energy is now moving here, very much aligned with that coffin or tomb energy there. There's an internal struggle which you have, which you're giving up, right? The Two of Pentacles does talk about juggling in a very traditional sense, but it can also be a very practical struggle to do with the practical ramifications of a relationship. The Knight of Wands reverse suggests that you're giving up, you are literally giving up trying to find happiness or joy in this relationship situation. And again, as I said earlier on in the video, this, when I'm talking about relationships, it is including but not limited to the romantic relationships in your life. So it could be any relationship which is like gaining importance in your life right now. So you tried practically juggling things around, trying to move things around to, but you're giving up the struggle because you're not finding any joy in it. And there's a lot of mixed messages, there's a lot of confusion, there is no clear direction. You feel, especially with this Queen of Swords reversed, you feel like you've given way more than you have received, and you're not up for that anymore, and you're looking to sort of stop this inner tussle and outer tussle with regards to this relationship that's going on, and you just want to find a more peaceful, a more balanced way to deal with it. Okay, now let's look at the work situation and work, professional, whatever aspect of your life. That's what we are looking at. We have the Hanged Man reversed, we have the Six of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Swords reversed. So let me pull this in so it's in the frame. Oh, there you go. So Hangman reverse is good because it basically indicates that, hey, look, things are changing, right? Now options and opportunities will soon make themselves available to you. You're not in a stuck position anymore. Things are definitely going to open up for you. Therefore, all that you have learned whilst being in the Hanged Man upright, right? Whilst being in that stuck position, now is the time to actually put that into practice, especially with this Six of Cups. It talks about all the stuff, emotions coming in from the past. This is nostalgia sitting, as the changes show up is in your work scenario, as you're starting to get unstuck, you start longing for the old way of doing things, the old way of working even, and the old relationships and the old camaraderie that used to, the whole past, the nostalgia of how things used to be at work. But that is, Ace of Swords reverse, that whole vibe is going to bring you down. That is going to create more confusion. It is a time of change. It is a time of changing the way we behave, we react, we respond, and essentially how we are in our workplace is going to change a lot, right? Like very, very typically wearing a mask, right? Wearing a face mask. Um, Previously at work, that never used to be a big deal. Now it is, right? So, get going back to work, for instance, or going back to a normal old way of doing work will come with its own changes. So longing for or being nostalgic for the way things are in the past or were in the past is only going to cause you more pain. So try not to linger there, and try not to linger in this Hangman reverse either. The chances opening up, go see what you can do, go see what you can get, and take advantage of the situation without longing for how things used to be. That's how they were. Now changes are upon you. Take advantage of the wisdom that you have gained while you were waiting. Okay? Cool. So this was Gemini. Okay. Next up we have Libra. Okay. So Libra, here's your general reading. And we get book, we get fish, and we get stork. Oh, Libra, things are going to really, really look up for you. Okay. Book is all about wisdom and secrets and stuff that you have held within you, which, which are good, and it's totally also the knowledge. So whatever you know, or whether it's your secrets, whether it is the wisdom, whatever wisdom, secrets, knowledge you have held inside of you, is going to actually bring a lot of wealth, a lot of resources into your life. And by wealth, I mean, proportionate to the efforts that you've put in, of course. And that is going to cause a big, nice transition, a big change for the better. So, this essentially means you're going to use your knowledge to make money and change your life for the better. That's basically the month of June 2020 for you. So all that you know, put that to good use, start planning what you're going to do and start acting upon those plans, and you will see things happen for you. Okay, now let's see what relationship is talking about, what the area of relationships. You have the Page of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Swords. So Libra, here's your scene, right? There's going to be a very interesting new beginning. Perhaps in the area of relationships, especially somewhere, especially it could be romantic, or it could be with someone with whom you have a very good, close emotional bond. And this is something that you have nurtured for a time. This is something that you have, this is a relationship that you have really, really nurtured and grown over a period of time. And then, things are going to start taking off. There's this all that you have nurtured, it's come to a point where now it's ready to kind of fly. Things are just going to take off, things are going to move forward. So whether it's a relationship in terms of romantic, because remember what I said earlier on, and the beginning of the video, this relationship part of the reading is including but not limited to the romantic aspects of your life. So again, any relationship that you have nurtured, grown, cared for, that is going to ultimately come, and it's going to take off. You're going to have to, so you see that happening in this month. Now let's see what happens in the work arena of your life. You get the Moon card. Interesting. You get the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and you get the Queen of Pentacles. So here's the thing, because again, Pentacles is money. It doesn't matter if this Ten of Pentacles is reversed. It just means, it'll come. So let me explain. Moon is all about diving deep into our creative side. It's all about, whatever is hidden and inside of you. It does evoke fear, but it also brings creativity. It does evoke a lot of emotions, but it also brings intuition. It's a mixed bag, good and bad. And what are you going to do with it? You're going to turn it into something really useful and practical. See, so all this, I think this general reading applies to both areas of your life, right? Here also this bird is taking off. See, so you're going to take all this, whatever knowledge and wisdom you have, and you're going to really start, doing well with it. You're going to start making something really practically, money-wise. You're going to do good. In fact, with that Queen of Pentacles vibe, you really, really are into it. So here's the month where you take all that you have learned and you try to do something practically good, make money from it. And although it's a lot of money, it's not less by any amount, but again, it's not like a whole big ton of money coming your way, but it's a good, decent amount. So, you need to be practical, which you are. you'll approach it very practically, and you'll be like, okay, I can do better than this, and you will. So it's just a beginning, but there is a very positive transition at the end of it. So, oh, looks like something really, really good is happening your way, Libra, in this month. Enjoy. Next up, we have Aquarius. So, Aquarius, here is your general reading. You have birds, you have mice, and you have crossroads. Okay. Birds is all about discussions and talk and, arguments, even, especially followed by mice. It is definitely arguments. And these are arguments that are going to really deteriorate these relationships. So it could be that whoever you argue with, this argument is not going to be productive. It's actually going to be a waste of time. These arguments might even deteriorate your relationship. So these are not good arguments. And then at the end of it, you'll be forced to explore different options. Okay. So that is one thing. So, you at the end of those discussions, nothing really will come out of it, and you'll be like, okay, fine, let me see what else I can do. Another sort of interpretation of this is discussions related to something that is stolen, and and then which has gone in some other direction, or something which was stolen or misused, and and spent off in a totally different direction. So there could be arguments related to that. So depending on what's going on, or what situation is sort of relevant in your life, you can apply the interpretation. Let's come to the relationship part of the reading. So for you, Aquarius, you get Empress reversed, Ace of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. Okay, so especially we're talking relationship. Okay, so I know this looks like this is a money card, but we're talking relationship, so it will be interpreted differently. Empress is all about creativity. It could also be about pregnancy. Okay, we are talking relationships, so there are various interpretations. Again, when several interpretations show up, take what is relevant to your situation. Okay, don't just say, oh, she said all these 10 things are going to happen to me. No, it's what is relevant to your situation. Take that. So if you're trying to be pregnant, this is the first interpretation. If you're trying to be pregnant and you're facing some hurdles, then there could be some hurdles, but you'll find a resource or a way that might help you. So maybe you'll find a medicine, or maybe you will find a medical method. Something will come your way which will be like, okay, you know what, I will help you this. But then there's that Nine of Swords. You will still have a lot of anxiety to deal with. There's some worries. There's all these worries that come with it, and so you need to really find a way to deal with this, because this Nine of Swords, this worry, this anxiety could be negatively influencing your desire to get pregnant. So that was the first interpretation. The second one is we're talking about feminine power. Empress is all about the feminine power, right? So in your relationship, especially where we're talking about nurturing, because that's the Empress energy. It's all about nurturing and taking care of the other person. So in any relationship where you have found yourself being the nurturer, you will feel that that person is taking advantage of you. So that realization will come in, and then you will find the resources, or you will find a way, or you will find the necessary tools, I suppose, that can help you deal with that situation. But still, there's a whole lot of anxiety and a worry that sort of comes along with the situation. So even though you may be in a position to actually use those tools and that knowledge or those methods to come to terms with and deal with the way this other person is mistreating you, perhaps, but then ultimately that Nine of Swords, you'll still have a lot of worry, you'll still have a lot of anxiety, you'll still have a lot of that why did that person do this kind of a whole thing going on. So I know it doesn't look good, doesn't it? So, what I would suggest to you at this point is if such a situation is happening in your life, just take it with a pinch of salt. Try not to worry because worrying is not going to help you. Feeling sad about it is not going to help you. What is going to help you, the tools are coming to you, the methods are coming to you, the resources are coming to you. Take advantage of this when it shows up and move on as best as you can. All right, that's all I can say about it. Now, the work situation, you have the Page of Pentacles reversed, you have the Hierophant, and you have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Hierophant talks about systems, processes, and structures in terms of relationships, even in that way. So, workplace. This could Hierophant could also represent an organization, right? So, big company that you're working for, that sort of a thing. So the organization that you're working for, is going to remain firm and strong. So that's one thing good for you. But there's the Page of Pentacles reverse and the Eight of Wands reverse. So in the workplace, you might face a lot of workload, right, which will drain you, which will make you feel tired. So whether you are going back to work or whether you're already, one of those people who are already always working right now, or you are working from home, one way or the other there will be a lot of work and it will be mentally and like energetically very taxing for you. This Page of Pentacles reverse tells me that you will have to really really stop yourself from being too diligent about the work that you do, and just and do it. Don't try not to be a perfectionist, and you will be fine. And don't worry, the organizational structure around you is good and firm and stable. So that is something, I guess, to console yourself with. Another thing I see over here is that if you have some knowledge, because Hierophant is also about a teacher, right? So if you have some knowledge, or if you know something, if you have expertise in a particular subject matter, which which is in your workplace, then you might be called upon to share that knowledge and to share that teaching with other people or your colleagues. So that might be something that might sort of make you very busy or very tired at work. So apart from your regular work, you might be involved in showing others how to do certain things. So that might be something that will tire you down. So so yeah, that is what June 2020 holds in store for you. All right, so that's basically it. This was the prediction from the cards to you for the month of June 2020. I hope that this resonated. If it did, please comment in the comment section below and let me know what you thought. And I really, really appreciate all the messages and all the emails that you guys sent me about my readings and stuff, and I'm grateful for all of that. Thank you so much. And thank you again for taking the time to watch my video. And please, if you have not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and do that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, you know the drill, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you like. I also do card a day readings on my Instagram and Facebook group, so you can follow me there. So for daily dose of what's up, kind of. And yep, I guess I will see you again in my next video. So until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.